complex tense forms consist of more than one verb. These verbs will always have an auxiliary verb, helping verb, which is another word for auxiliary verb, helping verb, and the main verb. So it says this verb will always have an auxiliary verb and the main verb. That is when we have complex tense form or forms, okay? So they are complex when you have more than two or up to two joint verbs, okay? One will be auxiliary verb, the other one will be main verb. That's what here is saying. Let's look at here. You should recall that auxiliary verbs include be, is, are, am, was, were, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, done. Now, these are auxiliary verbs. Anywhere you see auxiliary verbs or auxiliary verbs are mentioned, one of these, if not all of them, are the auxiliary verbs. But let's go down here. You can still hear more about them. You must have been told that these verbs can also be the main verb in a sentence. That is true. Look at it here. Examples. Ede is a good student. Is here is main verb, but here is among auxiliary verb. Why? If these verbs are alone, that is like this one is alone, Ede is a good student, there is no other verb attached to this. It's only is. It becomes main verb. Look at here. He did his homework. Did here is main verb, but here it is among auxiliary verbs. Let's see another one. Had. He had his mathematics set. What does that mean now? That is to say, had, look at had, is auxiliary here, but here is main verb because there's no verb attached to it. These auxiliary verbs also help us form negative or question. That one is another lesson. Now what we are saying here is that these auxiliary verbs here can also be main verb or main verbs. When I say verb, I'm talking about each. But when I say verbs, I'm talking about all of them. I can say verb, I can say verbs. Depends. So verb, I'm referring to one. Verbs, I'm referring to all of them. But then there's no how you can use all of them at the same time. It must be one after the other. Okay? So, understand that they can play the role of auxiliary verb, or auxiliary verbs, or main verbs, like you see them here. Let me give you an example of auxiliary verb. The boy is coming. The main verb, the action word there is coming. That is the main verb. But is there is auxiliary. Are you seeing it? But here, it is the main verb because there is no other verb attached to it. I can give you more. They are going back. Are going back. What are they doing? They are going. Going is the action word. Are here is auxiliary. But and much more.